Just a few days ago, we heard that Stellar Blade broke some insane records because it is the best-selling PlayStation exclusive launch IP in history for PC, and this has upset a lot of people who are saying this is just a gooner game, there's no way that this is right, and of course, that attractive women in video games are basically evil. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, when Stellar Blade initially came out, it faced a lot of backlash by the Wokies. They were extremely upset that a game featuring an extremely attractive woman had so much hype behind it. They, of course, think that all characters in video games should look like they're out of Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, or Concord, or Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, which is ridiculous and disgusting, and I wouldn't be buying as many games if they all look that way, that's for sure. But Stellar Blade has exceeded expectations. Shift Up said that it overperformed. They are making a sequel. They've said that they want to basically launch a big world of games around it, and we also had gotten the news that it actually broke records, which has led to a new wave of attacks on it and fans of the game. Every new update on Stellar Blade seems to suggest that the game has defied all expectations. Now it's understood that Stellar Blade has beaten out Ghost of Tsushima, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, and others to be the best-selling PlayStation exclusive on PC. It says a Stellar Blade sequel was confirmed to be in development, and the bombshell was dropped that Stellar Blade is going multi-platform. The original game was a success on launch and continues to escalate in terms of popularity and sales. Shift Up has revealed a new graphic showing this to be the case. So Stellar Blade's developer Shift Up showed off this chart that proved it was the biggest PlayStation exclusive game to have received a PC port. The graphic shows the top 6 games for sales on PC. The data shows Stellar Blade hit a peak of 192,000 concurrent players on Steam at launch, with the next best being 77,000 players for Ghost of Tsushima. The headline sentence also says best-selling PlayStation exclusive launch IP in history, which I think is phenomenal. This game, in my opinion, was really, really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I know so many other people really loved it as well. And I'm so happy that they are actually creating a whole universe around Stellar Blade. I initially had the kind of sad expectation that it was going to be a one-of, that they might have sold quite a few copies, but with the backlash that it initially faced, they wouldn't continue this line of games, but they are, and I'm really happy to hear that. I know so many other people are as well, but it's wild to think that Stellar Blade beat out so many other games like The Last of Us, Tsushima, God of War, all of them, which I love to see that happening because it just goes to show that sexy does still sell, but action games still sell. That people are not sick and tired of titles with combat systems that are similar to SB. And this has upset a lot of individuals on social media. A lot of snowflakes are really melting down over this, which I think is hilarious, right? Because you should never trust what other people say about video games. Basically, if you think it looks good, you should buy it, you should play it, you should give it a shot. This post recently got quite a few views, 1.1 million. It says the music, the combat, the beauty with a blade who hacks and slashes through everything in her way. It's chef's kiss. I already love this game so much, and there are some people saying that, oh my gosh, I barely hear about people talking about Stellar Blade if they're not pointing out that it's gooner slop, and all of this is clearly very specifically timed. I think that this new wave of attacks is really only happening because of the news that all of the woke slop got beat by Stellar Blade. The low-key gooner with an actual brain is the exact type of tweeter I expect to post Stellar Blade gameplay instead of soft core porn. It is not a soft core porn game. It actually has a lot of outfits where you can be covered head to toe. It offers a wide variety of outfits. Yes, some that are extremely revealing, but people are posting the gameplay because the gameplay is really fucking good. If all you see is gooner slop when you look at this game, you are part of the problem. It's like with racism or sexism, right? If you are looking for something bad, you are eventually going to find it. Oh, if you're looking for some racist intent behind somebody's post or a video or a game, you're going to find it because you are looking so hard and you're so delusional that you are creating a situation that doesn't truly exist. But holy shit, someone actually posted Stellar Blade gameplay, and not just more gooner shit. People post gameplay of Stellar Blade all the time. The issue with people like this is that they ignore it because it doesn't fit the narrative that they're trying to push. When you actually see this game and you give it a chance, you can see that it's got some really cool systems and a nice aesthetic, amazing music, cool enemies, and bosses. But there are people out there who just want to attack attractive females in games and entertainment in general, and that's definitely what they're doing here. There are also some threads of people praising this game and the total sales surpassing 3 million, which, by the way, at this point, from what we understand, it's over 4 million. But the sequel's in development. There's gamers talking about how there are very few modern games they like, and Stellar Blade is one of them. Eve is a cool character with a great design, and the OST is excellent. Stellar Blade, best game, and Eve, best girl of all time. Well deserved. The best game ever. Love Eve forever. Beautiful characters, good soundtracks, good combat, good graphics, good replay. Yeah, I mean, I've played Stellar Blade 3 times at this point, and it does have a lot to offer. And I think when a sequel comes out, we are going to see it sell a lot of copies as well. I really hope that these developers don't just rush out a product because they see a way to capitalize and make a couple of extra bucks. I hope that they put time and effort into the story because the endings for this game were really cool, and I'm curious to see kind of the direction that they take it in. Also, if Eve is going to be the character or if there's going to be other characters. But thank God the woke weren't able to destroy its reputation and people bought it. Oh, sorry, we pretend the woke thing didn't happen now, don't we? One of the very few hyped games that is actually great. I was very skeptical at the beginning, but it turned out to greatly exceed my expectations in basically every way possible. So now that we've got this news that Stellar Blade is the best-selling PlayStation exclusive launch IP in history for PC, there are quite a few individuals on social media who are trying to attack this game, belittle its fan base, which I think is funny because these individuals, I don't even want to call them gamers, are so fucking pathetic and so miserable that they go out of their way to try to ruin the experience for everybody else when clearly that is not going to work because we ignore their activist asses. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.